Welcome back, Huskies. I'm Haley Darling.
And I'm Emma Prophet.
And this is the North Report.
We hope you enjoyed your fall break.
After school today, there will be a homecoming setup in the Freshman Academy at 4 p.m. for anyone who wants to help set up for the dance tomorrow.
We can't wait to see you all dressed up tomorrow for the dance. Don't forget to bring your school ID and tickets.
Drama went to regionals and got second place and will be heading to state on the 30th to perform their one act called 39 Steps. Great job, Huskies.
If you want to see them perform before state, there will be a showcasing on the 28th.
Also next week, there will be a trunk or treat contest and dog costume contest in the parking lot at 5 p.m. So show up and dress your best.
We also want to give a big congratulations to Mr. Walker for receiving Teacher of the Year. We are so happy to have him here at North.
Also next week, on the 28th, there will be a Francis Tuttle Career Experience in the North Gym at 9 a.m.
It's finally starting to feel like fall, so we have features from Kyron Drake and Violet Ivor about the pumpkin patch and the fair.
So, interestingly enough, for 25 years, a family that had a produce company had run this pumpkin stand in Edmond across from Whataburger. And around 2017, they asked my mom to take it over, and she does the Parker's Pumpkin Patch out of town. And it was an extra load, so she asked me to quit plumbing and come help with the extra burden here. And so in 2018, I started doing this, and in 2020, we've kind of split it off. So it's been around for quite a few decades, actually, and this has been a heritage that's been continued on from generation to generation.
So we like to offer a wide variety of high quality pumpkins. So we have things like jack-o'-lanterns, millionaires, porcelain dolls, things like that.
We have a bringing it into town. So we take what's out of town. We want to do a beautiful sea of pumpkins, bringing it here with our Christmas trees, like a forest of trees, kind of a moment to just disappear out of town and kind of come for a little bit, do some pictures. We're a free option. You can enter for free. And the most important thing of all is we want to love people first. So when you come, we want to greet you with red carpet service, have a welcoming space. We give you a little bit to get started. We want everyone to feel accepted. We have our social media that everyone can share their recipes, their photos, their animals, their family, their decorations. It's like a community-orientated setup here that we like to push. So community love and a little bit of out in the country coming into town.
I talked to junior Danny McTay about her experiences with 4-H and all that it's helped her accomplish.
I am a state ambassador and a state officer, so I'm there for both of the roles. And basically what I do is I help bring craft fair entries back and forth across the buildings. So basically what we do as state ambassadors and state officers is we come to the fair about 8 a.m. and all of the 4-H extension agents come with all the craft supplies and all the craft entries from the county fairs. The judges come about at lunchtime and they come and judge everything. And then after that, what we do is we take the entries back to what didn't place. So we place 1 through 10th place, and then everything else comes back to the original counties. And then the educators take them home and bring them back to the 4-H members. I made a giant life-size nutcracker. I have a laser engraving machine, and I engraved some wooden designs for that as well. And a lot more. I like to sew. There's so many different entries that you can enter in the fair. I have my own business. It's called Danny's Dream Designs, where I do sell my wooden craft items. But no, in the fair, it's just a display so that people who are walking through the fair can see what 4-Hers do. My favorite part about 4-H is probably all the friends I've made throughout the years. I've learned so many leadership and life skills through 4-H that I can use in my future.
Danny has a service project called Danny's Dream, Sharing the Love of Art. She hopes to win State Hall of Fame and Youth in Action with her service project. She has many goals and is already doing so much for our community. I'm Violet Ivor from Husky Network, signing off.
Thanks, Kyron and Violet. It's so fun to see the fun events we have in Oklahoma every year.
Congrats to everybody. We made it halfway through the semester. Now it's time to lock in. The ACT is coming up, but don't stress. Let's go to Chloe for more information on how to prepare for that.
We all know the ACT is an important test, but the real question is how to study for it. I had the pleasure to talk to teachers and students to find the answer.
My name is Mrs. Riley, and I'm in the math department. I teach IA Algebra 2, AP Statistics, and the ACT Review class. Again, please.
My name is Terry Walls. I teach AP Literature, ACT Review, and a class called Teach Oklahoma for kids who are thinking about being teachers.
It's correct approximately 40% of the time. So if you feel yourself choosing no change quite a bit, that's a good sign.
Edmond North, we have this wonderful class. It's ACT Review. It's for juniors. It's a one-semester elective, and lots of kids take it, and we see tremendous growth. They take a baseline test, a midterm, and a final, so they take 3 full ACTs during the course of the...
I took the ACT prep class, and it benefited because it really gave me a sense of like how I should pace myself when taking the test, but it also gave me a lot of practice. Like we were doing like a practice test like at least once a day for an entire semester, and it you really got used to it and almost like desensitized, which was really beneficial because it was just it was easier to just not think about the fact that when you're sitting there taking the ACT, it's just a huge long test and it just takes forever. Instead it's just oh, I'm just I've done this before. I can do this. It's fine.
Practice, practice, practice. No one can pick up an instrument and play a song the first time they pick it up. You got to practice to get good at anything. And the ACT is the same way. The more practice problems you see, the more material you're going to learn. The math test especially covers basically 7th grade math through statistics. I mean, it's 8 years of math classes. They could take questions from a gazillion different topics. So you want to make sure that you remember everything you've learned, the percents, the ratios, the middle school math, the conversions that you haven't done in a hot minute.
A good goal to get on the ACT, most colleges in state here, you need about a 24 to kind of assure yourself that you have a chance to get in, as long as you have decent grades. If you're wanting to go out of state, you probably need more like a 27. Even here in state, if you want to get some scholarship dollars, you need to hit in the higher 20s or hit 30. But for a first time, I would say most students, if they're taking it as a sophomore, which is what I would suggest, starting as a sophomore, hitting at least in the low 20s to get as a baseline is a good start.
Most kiddos take the ACT an average of about 4 to 5 times, and I would recommend taking it more than once. The first time you take it, it's kind of a different type of test. It's kind of scary, and you're timed. One of the biggest things that kids struggle with on the ACT is the timing aspect, so you definitely need to practice under time constraints. Make sure that you time yourself when you practice, because that's one of the biggest issues when you take the actual test.
The ACT looks scary on its surface, but don't be afraid of taking it. It's really just no big deal. It's a lot, but once you break it down into its individual parts, it's really not.
Talk to your counselor today to sign up for the ACT prep class for next semester, and go to act.org to sign up for your next test.
What's up, Huskies? I'm Dylan.
And I'm Jordan. Let's talk about sports from last week.
Last night, the varsity football team took the field for senior night against Enid at home. Thanks to our football program, cheer, pom, and band for all your great work this season.
This weekend, our volleyball team is competing in the OSSAA state volleyball tournament. Good luck, girls.
Then tomorrow, the boys and girls cross-country teams will compete at regionals starting at 8 a.m. Good luck to all our runners as they race towards qualification for state.
Also, tomorrow is the Colton Schneider Memorial 5K 1 mile fun run. You can still sign up to race, and there is walk-up registration from 7:30 to 8:30 at Mitch Park. The race is at a new location starting from the gravel parking lot off Santa Fe.
That's all for this week. Now let's head to a public service announcement.
Why is it so dark? 10:25? I got here at 9. Why did it take so long to get into school? What was that? Bro, what is going on? Why is this in here? I do not think I'm supposed to be in here right now. I think someone's watching me. I gotta get out of here. It was a dead end. I've got to find a way out of here.
Where's your ID?
I swear it's in my car. Please, just let me go get it real quick. Someone, please let me out, bro.
That's all we have for today. Tune in next week for our special Halloween episode.
Make sure to follow us on all our social medias at Husky Network.
And go Huskies!
Oh.